All right, welcome everybody. I see a few names on here that look like they might be new. We're so excited for you guys to join us. No problem that you're blocking out because maybe you're bathing the kids. I see that, Kim. Or maybe you are trying to multitask. We get it. So my name is Blair Critch, and Kelly Hoover and I are actually going to be sharing with you guys tonight. We're so excited to be on here together because we just did a training on Facebook and Instagram Lives for another group that we had great response from, and we thought this would be a really fun place to bring it to all of you. So if you're joining us for the very first time and somebody invited you because they thought you might be interested in joining us in our business, or you're a brand new promoter, or even a current promoter, we want to welcome you tonight and tell you a little bit about what we do. So every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we host one of these training Zooms. It's all about you coming on here and learning how to move your business forward. Hi, Erica. And so we love coming on here and sharing with you, especially those of you who are brand new into our business or are peeking in and seeing if this is maybe something that you want to be a part of. Oh, thanks, Kim, for my shout out on my lipstick. This is actually Thrive Cosmetics. I love their stuff too. But I just came from a Christmas concert. So I'm like all Christmas out, people. It's beautiful. I love like seeing little kids sing. They're the best. So we're going to be sharing with you guys tonight not only about Facebook Lives, but we want to start off for those people that are on here tonight that are new promoters. We have a lot of new people who've joined our team. I know a few are going to be on here tonight, and a few are going to be watching this later on recording. And if you're one of those people that's watching from the sidelines and thinking, maybe this is something I want to join, I'm not 100% sure yet, I want you tonight to just see the amazing leadership that you get to be a part of when you join this team. Because not only are we here to help you and support you by helping you reach your goals, which I'm going to go over in just a second, and hit those first 2 bonuses and earn over $1,200 in your first 2 weeks, and even have the possibility of earning a $4,000 cash bonus this month. But on top of that, you get weekly training from us. We're not just going to throw you out into the wolves and say, best of luck. Hope you love the product. Hope you know how to share with others. Nope, we are here every single week to walk alongside you and teach you and train you, and not just in the things about our product and about our company, but also things that are going to help you in all areas. So tonight we're specifically talking about lives and how Kelly and I both have used them to really explode our business. One of the things that I can truly say over the last 5 years of being with this company and earning over $2 million in commissions, yes, I'm not saying that lightly. I mean, I pinch myself all the time that in 5 years, I've earned $2 million in commissions with this company. That only happens when you have a product that works, that you have a compensation plan that works, but also when you master how to share it. Right? And in the company that I was with before, for almost 5 years, I was selling jewelry and I loved it, but I could never master how to share with my team and with others how to have the same success. Well, with this business and this team in particular, we have figured out the secrets to success. We figured out the steps that you need to take in order to have success. And we're going to share those every single week with you, not only on our Monday night training series, but we also have a weekly Wednesday night team Zoom where we all get together. So I want you to know that you are part of a team because yes, you have a product that works. Yes, you have a compensation plan that works, but you also have a team of leaders who want you to succeed. They want to see you have the same success they have, because that was the biggest thing that I regretted and did not like about my past business. I loved the jewelry I sold. I loved going to parties. I had fun with that business. But what drained me and what made me feel like I had bricks on my back every single day was that I couldn't help anybody else have that same success. On this team, we've had almost 450 people earn auto bonus. That means 450 people have their car paid for every single month, and you could be one of those. So very first thing I want to share with you before we hop into teaching all about Facebook and Instagram Live tonight is our very first 2 bonuses. If you're in your first 2 weeks of business, you're running for it right now. First, I want to make sure that you've reached up to the person who invited you into this business and that they've shown you on your Cloud Office where to find that tracker, and that you're thinking, who are the first 4 people that I want to help? Who are the first 4 people that I want to help feel their best, be their best, and look their best? And I want you to start reaching out to them. As we share tonight talking about these lives, I want you to think about how you can use lives to share with more people quickly. That's what I figured out when lives. So when I started 5 years ago, guys, there wasn't even lives. I feel like my mom, like when I was young and I had to walk up the hill in my boots, in the snow. Okay, I know it sounds crazy, but 5 years ago when I started, Periscope was the only way that we could share live videos or YouTube, right? Now we have Facebook Live and Instagram Live. It's an opportunity for you to share with a lot of people at once. And we're going to share with you guys tonight about how to do that. But here's how. It's with your story. So I want you to master what this product, this business is doing for you and start sharing with those people. So who are the first 4 people that you're going to reach out to? You want to get 2 auto ship customers, 2 promoters who purchase upgrade packages. Total sales are $800, and then boom, you're going to earn a $400 cash bonus, $100 in free product credit, and another $100 to $160 in cash commissions based on what you sold. Here's the thing. What could you do with $560 cash in your pocket right now, a week before the holidays? I know what I could do. I was shopping today, finally, getting a few things done, and $560 would have been very helpful today for a lot of people that I was with at the mall. So I know that it can be life-changing. Imagine now you've helped 4 people get started on the product. What if you helped another 4 in your first 2 weeks and you did all of that again? You would earn all of those bonuses again. But it's not just about you and you earning it, which is amazing. We want to see you earn that $1,200 in bonuses and commissions. But what if you could help 1, 2, or even 4 people hit those same bonuses before the new year, before this decade ends and a new year begins? It's pretty exciting to think. And so as we share tonight, I want you to think about who are those first 4 or 8 people that you're going to share with. And then when you are thinking about what you're going to go live about, I want you to think about your story. You know, you don't have to say, I'm using Thrive, check it out. Thrive this and Labelle that. You don't have to do it that way, but you can do it in a way that brings so much curiosity to what you're doing. You don't have to be Spamela Pamela. Instead, you can make people be like, what are you doing, right? With your energy, with your excitement, with sharing what's changing in your life through your lives. So we're going to talk a lot tonight about the things to do during lives, things not to do during lives. But this week, all week long on our team page, we'll be dropping all kinds of ideas for you, things to go live about, lighting, how to hit every single personality when you're going live, because that's something that's super important. So I'm going to introduce you guys to Kelly Hoover. She's another 200K leader on our team. She lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm actually in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I forgot to say that. And we're excited to share with you guys all about lives on Facebook and Instagram tonight.
Awesome. Hey, you guys, I see a lot of new names. So welcome you all to one of our awesome team training Zooms. My name's Kelly Hoover, as Blair said, and I'm excited to share with you guys a little bit about some do's for live videos, some don'ts, and then some if you want to take it to the next level. Maybe you're already doing live videos and you just want to tweak things. We always can improve, right? So grab a notebook or grab your phone in the notes section. It's always a really easy way to take things out. So some of these things may be very basic to some of you, but I do know I see some names on here that are like, I am terrified of going live. So I also want to tell you guys that if you feel like you need a safe place to practice, right? Blair has a practice group, and it's a great place to just go and practice. There's like 8 people in the group. You know, either one of us can add you in, you can practice, and then you can leave, especially if you have new team members. It is something that is really, truly very important and critical for people to do live videos because people watch them. They're going to watch them way before they're going to read something. So, so some of the things that you want to do when you're going live is really, you know, if you have that sort of spur of the moment and you want to go live, you have something to say, do it. But if you have something specific, you want to talk about your experience, do it planned. Plan, you know, maybe it's the same time each week. Maybe you have a certain night. You're like, I'm going to go and I'm going to talk about this topic. And the reason that it's successful to do that is because about 8 to 24 hours prior to you going live, you want to put up like an interactive post. You want to put up a post that creates engagement, right? Because then when you go live, you're creating this engagement. You are responding to people's responses. You're now, the algorithm is loving you, and you are falling into more people with the opportunity to see that you are live and to see the replay. So really think about that and try to be strategic. It's not 100% have to do that, but I promise you that it does work better. You'll get more engagement. And then when you first are hopping onto your live, remember those first few seconds, people aren't really seeing it. And so you can directly talk to the people who are on the replay. You can say, hey, if you're catching this on the replay, drop in the comments. You can ask a question. You can tell them to hashtag replay, anything along those lines. But then just don't start jumping right in, because when the people do watch live, they're sort of like, well, you had already started, right? And so you want to give it just a few seconds to get that interaction, but you can start talking, addressing the people who are going to catch it on the replay. And then know what you're going to say. Sort of have a way to introduce yourself. Introduce what the topic is that you're talking about. And then remember, as you are talking through, that some people are going to jump on 3 or 4 minutes in, or maybe 5 minutes in, and so, but they don't know what you're talking about right away. So maybe just, mention and bring up that topic again. Here is another thing that is so important. I didn't realize how important it was until the other day. My very first live video popped up from 3 years ago, and my angle was terrible. I think Kim, who's on here, shot it, and she was like, wow, that's interesting that you did that, but it just shows you how much you improve. But the lighting and the angles, and think about that. You don't want to do a live video from here where people can see up your nose. Okay. You want to make sure you don't have to have professional lighting, you guys, but if it's during the daytime, take it outside. Go sit near a window. Do something. Put a lamp near you. There are other things. You can get ring lights, and you can get other specific things if you need some resources or you want to invest a little bit in resources. But just make sure that the lighting is good, that your angle is good. People aren't looking up your nose. That your background, you don't have, a ton of stuff. We joke about doing lives in the bed. Not overly professional, right? So you just sort of want to make sure that things are not distracting, right? When you are going live on Facebook, you want to make sure that they're paying attention to what you're saying, the message that you're delivering, not a ton of stuff, a ton of clutter, a ton of different things in the background. Another tip is the noise. Right? A lot of us have kids. A lot of us, they're loud, they're running around. So just be aware. I know a lot of times when I go live on my Facebook profile, I will just say to my kids, hey, look, 10 minutes, take it outside for 10 minutes, or don't run around screaming for 10 minutes, because you'd be surprised what a video can pick up. It's happened to me before, but if you can not have it, it's great not to have it. A few other just really simple, easy tips that will make your live successful. So this is your phone. Think about whether you're doing it horizontal or vertical. So if you do it this way, it's really just you in it. And I know Facebook's been a little funny about having side by side. It hasn't really been allowing it. But normally speaking, you'd want to hold your phone horizontal, because then you can be side by side. So just think about that when you're doing it. That way you both have two people in the frame and you're equal. Okay, and if you guys have questions or want specific things, just drop it over here in the chat box. Okay, so a few more other things. Make sure that it's set to public. All right, there are so many times that we will go live and you're either set to yourself, or you're set to friends, or you're not set to public. You want everyone to be able to see it, not just your friends, unless, of course, you're talking about something personal and you don't want everyone else to know about it. But think about when your audience is on Facebook. All right, you got to think about who your avatars are, who is your audience, when are they actually going to be on? Are they on early in the morning? Are they on at lunch? Most people are on, 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Maybe they're on more on the weekends, but think about that. Think about when the people are scrolling. And if you don't know when that is for you, do a few test posts. Spend a good 7 to 14 days and put similar posts up, maybe engaging posts, maybe something funny, something like that, and test the timing. It's not too hard to figure that out, but you may have to time things. I will tell you the most time just in general is in the evening is really the best time to go live, right? Because most people have settled down for the night. They're not driving. They're sitting there scrolling their phone. A lot of times early in the morning or at lunchtime. Those are really the ideal times to interact and to go live. Make sure your Wi-Fi connection is good. Sometimes, I mean, that has been a struggle. I know for Blair, for me, I've definitely had that as well. Not as much as her, but that is the thing. Like, you have to just make sure. A lot of times, if I know my connection is good, I'll actually pull off the Wi-Fi and go straight, from my phone, because I know that connection is strong. So just be aware of that. If you're traveling, make sure you're aware of that. And here's probably one of the most important tips: be yourself. Like, get on there and be authentically you. Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to be one of your teammates. Don't try to be, someone that you're not. Go on there and be yourself and talk about a topic, talk about something that is genuine to you. So Blair, do you want to talk a little bit about some of the don'ts?
Yeah, I'm going to add a couple do's before we get to the don'ts too. But also, I love that you said be authentic, but also, the subjects that you're choosing, like, know what you're going to go live about. How many times have you gotten onto Facebook Live or Instagram Live and somebody's just rambling? They're going on way too long. They got off topic. And sometimes it can be good, but 99% of the time, it makes no sense on the original topic that they had said they were going to share, right? And one of the biggest things that you want to do when you first hop onto a live, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, or even a YouTube video that you're doing, is you want to hit all 4 personalities. So if you've never heard of this before, the shark, the urchin, the whale, the dolphin, we're going to be putting up more information about this tomorrow on our team page. We even had a graphic made for you guys, so it's simple and easy. Some people like it with color, red, yellow, blue, green. I personally like it with the animals. It's just easier for me to remember. But you want to make sure you hit all those personalities right away so that you attract them, because the first 5 to 8 seconds is key for catching their attention. So you need to know all those different personality types so you can catch them right away, right? And then the next thing is you have to state what you're going to be sharing with them, and then make sure you have some bullet points. Like, some people are really good at writing things out. Some people like to go more on the fly. Their personality shows better. So that's kind of more me, but I have to have the bullet points. There are specific things that we want to make sure we hit every single time. And then also, I want to make sure you guys we talk about how to get more people to see your lives, right? So especially on Facebook, Watch Party has been huge. How many of you guys have been doing Watch Party? If you have, drop it in the chat. Kelly's like the Watch Party queen. But if you hit Watch Party, you can even hit Watch Party on your own live and make it go into a group. If you're part of some, let's say you're going to do a live this week about how amazing you're feeling 2 weeks before Christmas, and how last year you were struggling, you were tired, you were exhausted, you felt run down, you didn't even feel like you were enjoying the holidays, and this year you are, and it's all because you finally figured out a vitamin supplement system that works for you, right? You don't even have to say the name of it. You're just talking about how awesome you feel and how much you've gotten done, right? Well, that's a great one to hit the Watch Party and share that into some different groups. Maybe it's a mompreneur group. Maybe it's a group about health and wellness, things like that. So Watch Party, I find more people follow and watch compared to just hitting the share button. Now, you want to make sure you ask the people that are watching as well, hey, if you're finding value in this, or hey, if you're liking this, or Melissa, I see that you're commenting, can you hit the share button, or can you do a Watch Party? I want to get this out to as many people as possible. Let's help a bunch of people feel better before the holidays, right? So make sure that you're open to just ask. That's all you need to do is ask. Most people don't even know about hitting the share button or the Watch Party button, or they do, like I know, but I barely ever do it. But if somebody asks me to, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting a lot out of this. Of course I'll hit that. I just don't first, right off the top of my head, think about it. Right? So you want to make sure that you're asking for it. And then also, Kelly, I don't know if you said this or not, but it's so important to get on before and engage with your audiences. So who are those people? Like, I always have a top 10 every week that I'm trying to connect with. That means that they are set to see first for a week or two. I'm commenting on their stuff before I go live. I'm going into the groups that I'm trying to be active in and commenting in there. So this is helping my algorithm. It's helping more people to see me. And now when I go live 5 or 10 minutes later, more people are more likely to see me, right? Was one of the most brilliant things I ever learned. I think Beth called it last year the 10 by 10. So we said, we're going to reach out to 10 people for 10 minutes before we ever post or go live. It has helped me so much to get way more people. And when I just hop on live, because sometimes I feel inspired, I want to jump on and I want to second guess myself. I have less people watch when I don't take that 10 minutes to comment before. So I've seen the difference by a ton. Okay, so let's go through some don'ts. Some don'ts that you want to make sure is, and Kelly kind of hit a lot of them, right? Which is background noise. You want to make sure it's quiet, but also be authentic. Like, some of you guys are moms. You're moms of young children. People love to connect with you. They want to also like get to know you, right? So if your kid runs into the room, don't make a big deal of it. Like, try to get them to say hi. let them crawl up in your lap. It's okay, right? There's a difference between that and somebody screaming and yelling in the background, right? And like Kelly said, like I've had many times that the live has caught my husband yelling at one of our kids, right? That's bad background noise, right? Or a jackhammer, bad background noise. A little kid running into your office to say goodnight, mommy, that's a great background noise because it shows that we're all doing the same thing, which is working our business online so we can be more present in our kids' lives, right? Also, you want to make sure that another don't is don't go too long, right? Some of you are like, you guys are about to go too long. So we'll make sure we stop at 9. But don't go too long, right? Because the longer you go, the less likely you're going to keep their attention. So make sure you're not going too long. I know there's some people out there that train every single week for 1 hour. I think that's awesome. And they probably have some people that show up every single week. But most people want to watch a quick live. They want to hear what your point is and they want you to get to it, right? Also, I agree with Kelly, you got to check out your background, okay? We like sometimes going live in your bed might be like part of whatever you're doing, but 99% of the time it's not going to be. So, you know, it's different between showing up on a Zoom that way or showing up on something that way. But if you're hosting a live, you want to make sure you're doing it in a place where other people are going to feel comfortable watching you. So don't do it while you're driving because you're going to make people super mad at you. They cannot stand it. They always get mad or they get seasick, right? Because they're like, you're moving around. So like, even if you're not the person driving and you're doing a live in a car, it does make people sick. So it ends up making them distracted. They end up not listening to what you're even saying, right? And then last but not least for a don't get distracted. Try to stay focused, but also connect with people while they're hopping on and, you know, engage with them without getting too distracted. So Kelly, anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, well, a few other things just to sort of add to it is after your live video, you guys, a lot of people don't know that you can go back and you can edit your comments, not the actual video, but let's say that you said something profound or you want to change up your title or something else came out or something, you can go back and you can actually edit it after you have finished completing going live. So that's a really great tip to know that. And I love the idea about watch parties. I would highly suggest doing it. And if you are working in groups and you are, you know, members, I see some people commenting that you are, you know, different members of different types of groups. Creating a watch party in a group, you guys, it's so amazing. I do this at least once a week for one of the groups that I run that has nothing to do with Thrive. And what I love about it is it's someone else's live. I'm just sharing it in there while I'm watching it, right? But then I get to interact with the people who are hopping on as well. And you can do it any time that you want. It doesn't have to be a set time, but it does sort of generate, you know, it generates a lot of goodness for other people because it's probably not a live that they would have ever seen. So that's a great tip. And then when you also hop on and it's a topic that is shareable, ask people to share. Ask people to share the video. Ask people to share your live. Ask them to, you know, tag people that you feel like that video would help. Maybe you even want to do a giveaway. Maybe you want to do something, you know, if you have a favorite planner, have a favorite gratitude journal or something along those lines, just to expose. Because one of the things that when you do go live and it does get shared or other people comment on it and it ends up popping in a feed somehow, I promise you, you will get people that come to you through, attraction marketing. They will come to you based on that. I go back and I think about how Amber started thriving, which is what led me to start thriving. And it was because somehow Elisa's post ended up, she wasn't friends with her. They didn't have mutual friends, but it ended up in her feed. So you have to sort of think about when other people share, when other people comment and it's public, it can end up that way. So, I think those are all. Oh, the other thing that I will say, and this is maybe more an advanced skill, but this is something that you should, if you don't know how to do this, it is definitely something that you should put on your 2020 like Q1 to figure it out. And that is to get yourself a YouTube channel and to, when you go live on your Facebook, to save that to your computer, to save it to your phone right away. You guys, it's so easy from your phone, especially. You upload it directly to YouTube and you'd be surprised leads that you will get. People that you will contact you straight from YouTube. And it's free. It's totally free to be able to do that. So why not? You're already doing a video. Why not save it, upload it to YouTube? It's just an extra resource, an extra exposure for you. So toss it back to you.
All right, awesome. I'm going to do a quick example for Sarah. But I was thinking of one more thing when Kelly was saying that. One of the girls that I've been watching recently that I really love her trainings, and it's actually for small business owners, network marketers, direct sales. She is in makeup. And so like literally while she's training, she's putting on makeup. And at first it was super distracting to me, but then I started realizing how brilliant it was when I realized that she sold makeup. Like I didn't realize that at first because she wasn't talking about what company she was with. So, making sure that your DFT is showing, or maybe you're, putting a boost into your drink, or just something like subconscious like that. What ended up happening, I reached out to her and asked her what makeup line she worked with. Or actually, I think I asked like, hey, what shadow is that you're putting on yesterday? Because it's really cute and I want it for my Christmas party. And she said, oh, I'm actually a blah, blah, blah distributor. And I just put on my makeup every time I go on. So people will ask me questions like that. Here's my link. Feel free to order. I mean, it was so smart. So she was just sharing something that she loves. All right. So the 4 personalities, you guys will see that launch in our team page tomorrow. But basically, I like to use the animal ones, Sarah. So dolphins are friendly, right? They like to have fun. Then we have whales who are all about helping others. We have sharks who are all about like, get to it. Like, I need to know what you're going to be doing. And urchins are all about details, right? So in the first few minutes, here's how you would do it, okay? I'm just going to, this is like a pretend, okay, guys? So as you're hopping on, maybe I was playing music. You could be like doing something else fun, like that girl was putting on makeup, right? For me, it would be music. So because people would come on and be hands in the air, I'm a champion. Hey, are you a champion? Right now, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 simple steps to get yourself feeling like a champion. You deserve to wake up every day and be a champion, right? Well, what if I could give you 5 simple steps that would make you go from feeling meh in the morning to feeling like a champion in the morning? That's what we're going to do right now. So if you think this is something for you, stop, stay tuned. We're going to go through all 5 steps. And if you're like, what? Everybody needs to hear how to go from block to feeling like a champion. Hit that watch party button, hit the share button, because I'm so excited to share with you. Now, drop below where you're from because I want to get to know you better. My name's Blair Critch. I'm from South Florida. And guess what? I'm a champion. Are you a champion? I want to know. Drop it below and let's get started. Here's my 5 tips from going from blah in the morning to champion. So in that, thanks Kelly. In that video, I would probably go through like some of my morning routine or some of the things that I do to change my mindset. And one of those 5 things, guys, would be about my morning routine of taking my vitamins first thing in the morning that I found 5 years ago that literally make me immediately wake up, feel my best, get started for the day, and have all day sustainable energy so I can keep that champion level all day. Want to know more details? You're going to have to ask me because I'm going to keep going on to number 4. So like I just throw it in. Doing it that way. So that's how I would do it. And so I kind of hit like the urchin knows. Whale is about helping other people, right? So I'm like, hey, if you know some people that this might help, make sure you hit the share button. So I try to hit all of them. Everyone's way is going to be a little bit different. That's just the way that like I resonate with, but you got to figure out what works for you. All right. And you guys have any questions? Anything else? One of the biggest things before we end that I want to say is, make sure that your lives, if you're going to commit to doing at least 1 a week, make sure they're not just always about you. So people want to see you interviewing other people. They want to see you asking other people to hop on and asking them questions. So for those of you that aren't brand new and are trying to build your business and try to hit those bonuses right now, I encourage you to interview somebody who maybe last year didn't feel so great during the holiday season and now they're feeling amazing. Maybe you're going to interview somebody who 2 months ago, they would never have walked out without makeup. And now all of a sudden they're walking around makeup free because of a new CBD skincare line that they are absolutely in love with, right? So there's so many great things that you could be interviewing people on right now during this holiday season, or how they earned over $1,200 in bonuses in their first 2 weeks, right? So I really want to say that like, it's great for you to go live, but it's even better when you interview somebody else and they're basically saying everything for you. So your audience is seeing you celebrate other people as well. So you guys, do you have any questions or anybody want to unmute, ask anything or share anything that works for them? Aw, thanks, Marissa. Anything else? Okay, so all week long, we'll have all kinds of great stuff for those of you that are on our team page. We'll have the 4 personalities tomorrow. We'll have lighting tips for you guys, and we'll have all kinds of great topics and ideas that you can go live about that don't even have to do with the Thrive Experience or Lavelle. They're just different topic ideas, but you could make them and use them with your business if you choose to. So I hope you guys got a ton of value out of today. We're so thankful you guys hopped on. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us or to whoever invited you to this tonight. If you were just peeking behind the scene for the very first time, we hope you enjoyed yourself and that you decide to join us again next week and get back with whoever invited you. Thanks, Kelly, for hopping on and doing this with me. Bye, guys. Have a great night.